And we are back. Another after battle commentary free for all. Now I'm recording this because I had to, because you'll never guess who I got into a free for all match with. I got in. I didn't even know until much later. With DonnyDoesMMO in Astador. I still don't know. Asphodor. I think it's a T. Astador. Now I'm recording this because it's really funny to see what happened, what Donnie does later, and you'll see what he does to this red guy over here, Gook. It just, I'm gonna speed up time a little bit. Anyway, so I get to the next stage really fast. Actually, I get to it much faster than I usually do, because usually I build a few more houses, but I quickly went to for the temple. I would quickly, just immediately try to get the temple up as fast as possible. Got farms up, got barracks up because I do plan a spear rush. Now I plan to spear rush this guy right here because he's much closer and he's more of a threat. I also had planned to spear rush Asador, which turns out to be a bad idea because he hardens himself into this little area. Oh, also, this guy, Fister, I don't know what happened to him towards the end, but you're going to see he has an amazing base layout. Oh. I forgot to show you guys. Anyway, it actually is not a fight. I just spear rush his temple, immediately take it out. There's really not, okay. So I immediately spear rush this guy's temple and take it out immediately. It didn't take long for him to defeat him, for me to fight him. Anyway. I take what remains of my spears, because I didn't have them. I think I had like 30, like 20 or something. But look what Donnie does. He builds a farm right here. This is what Donnie does. He builds a farm right here, and then get this. Look what he's doing. I said, "Hello, Donnie. Do you need help?" This is when I realized it's Donnie. And look, he just spams wheat in this guy's base. I tried to take out this guy's temple, but it doesn't work because I didn't have enough spearmen. But look, this is funny. Donnie spams wheat in this guy's base. So now this guy basically has an infinite food source, but now he can't build anywhere. Yeah, that's literally what happens. And to be fair, this guy doesn't do anything. He doesn't he barely has any workers at all. Like, this is how many workers he's had in the beginning, so I don't know what happened. Anyway, so this is where the real fight comes in. Now, I try to immediately go for Asador, but he beats me to medieval, and I'm almost to medieval, but I didn't got there yet. So I spin my spears in, take him out, take out some some of these workers. I try to go for his archers, but I'm like, nah, it's not worth going for the archers. So I immediately try to bust in through here, try to take out his workers, destroy some of his houses, let some of the archers go. And these are also fully upgraded spearmen. They have all the upgrades that I could give them. And okay, real quick, I don't know what it is, but I feel like workers are faster than spearmen. Like, I don't know what it is, but I just feel like they are because they just keep like. I guess it was a long way maybe, and maybe they were just attacking and stopping, but it was just really annoying. Anyway, so I realized what's going to happen. I realized what this guy's going to do. So I immediately switched strategies. I'm solely going to focus on this guy for the remaining of the fight. Everyone else is not worth focusing on. So we're going to speed up time a little bit. I immediately, get more barracks because 3 isn't enough. Right here, he builds a tower. Okay, so this is what confuses me the most. He's able to see me build this tower, even though this is in my territory, and there should have been no reason he should have been able to see. Yet for some reason, I couldn't see him. I don't know how his tower is able to see me, but my tower isn't able to see him, especially when I have the high ground. Anyway, real quick, he tries to do the little, you know, moving back and forth. That doesn't work on me. And as a matter of fact, that actually helped me a little bit, because while he was, you know, running them back and forth, it actually stopped some of them from shooting. And I was able to kill a lot more with archers. As you see, I was able to kill way more than usual. Plus, I was focus firing them, so it was much easier. I also built squad, and the reason I was building squad because I want to mass them up and take out these towers close by, but it doesn't work out the way I wanted it to. And looking at it, had I just taken out this army and pushed the advance, it would have been much easier. But I didn't have the forces to do so. I just had archers, and it wouldn't have helped me if I pushed. And this, I'd taken out this force a lot sooner. And he tries to go this way, he tries to go away. And also, real quick, my area was incredible in terms of fences. In order to attack me, you had to go either this way or over this way through this gap. These are the only two ways you can get to me. And maybe if you follow the coastline, you probably also get to me. But other than that, I was safe. Like he could, when I realized this, I realized he would have to go all the way around, and I would know because I had the territory. So if he tried to go all the way around, he could. He would get pelted by these two towers, and he would have to go all the way in. And at that point, I was able to, you know, keep my forces here and lock him down. And so, or I could have just, you know, pushed the advance. So right here, he continues. And real quick, I'm actually going to show off what happens here. This guy has this guy was trying to, you know, take the infinite food he has now. I kind of wish someone would do this to me, because now I have infinite. Because then I would have infinite food, and you never have to worry about, you know, wheat. Just carve out a few areas and then build a like a warehouse in the middle of it. As you see right here, Donnie's having a little bit of trouble of his own. He has stone warriors and regular archers. Interesting. Donnie's having a little fight. Oh, this guy right here, he built a wall, Bell. He had built a wall to keep himself safe from Asador. I don't know. It didn't save him, I don't believe. Yeah, it doesn't save him. Oh, real quick too. I wanted to build. I don't know. Okay, I don't know what the fuck it was, but this guy for some reason, like, he locked down this area because I guess he knew that his temple would have been, you know, defenseless if I had built siege ships, which was my plan when I built this dock. I planned to build siege ships, but this one galley kept me from getting my siege ships up. And you might think, well, why didn't you just, you know, build multiple and then just build a bunch of galleys and then take them out? By the time I built like multiple docks and then focused on to the coastline, A, I didn't have a population for it, and B, he would immediately swap over and try to spam out galleys, try to keep me from doing it. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let him have the sea. I have the water over here, which is great. This guy right here, Fister, he was doing amazing, honestly. Look at this wall he built. Great Wall of freaking China over here. Ironically, he does go China too. And look what he does too. He has a poultry farm here. Horrible place to put. He puts 2 poultry farms and walls them in like this. Horrible place to put it, but at the same time, it looks so, like, his entire base layout. This guy, Fister, your base layout was amazing. Everything about it seemed like an actual city, and you're gonna see later on what it looked like. Anyway, We have DonnyDoesMMO attacking, you know, Eat. I guess this is an Eat. Bell. Where'd Bell go? Bell over here. Bell quit. And honestly, I was upset when Bell quit. I thought he was killed by Donnie. I thought Donnie, you know, swapped over and came over and, you know, dealt with him, but, you know, Bell just quit, and that just really just hurt me because I was banking a lot on Bell, you know, distracting him. I knew Bell couldn't do shit, but at the same time, I was hoping that he would, you know, hey, he'll take these, you know, spearmen that he has and, you know, go on and attack, but, you know, he just kind of just says, yeah, I'm just gonna not do that. Meanwhile, we got Fister over here just chilling. And there's like, okay, so between these three empires, between E, Donnie, and then Simon, it was just a massive skirmish right here. Like, they're just like constantly skirmishing each other. We had Donnie here with Axemen. Simon only having, you know, a barracks. I don't know what happened to his other one. Donnie has way too much. I don't know what Donnie was doing, but he has so much fucking wheat. Look at this. Look at all these freaking farms. I don't know what Donnie's doing. Like, he spent all his resources, like all his wood, on just building farms and wheats. I guess it's to keep people from building, because that is a strategy. If you build wheat, they can't you build farms and you put wheat everywhere, they can't build there. But that's a huge waste of wood because it costs $250 per. So doing that, it would just be a massive waste. Gook, he's basically dead. This is nothing's happening here. We're gonna speed up time a little bit more. I get to industrial, and I think he does too. Okay, he doesn't actually get to industrial. Astrodor doesn't get to industrial before I do. He is on his way to Britain. Oh, here we go. Actually, okay. So, Simon builds a... What the hell is Simon doing? Why would Simon do this? Just realized, look. Well, Simon's basically dead. Here comes Donnie over here. He comes in with a massive swarm of axemen. Typical Donnie. We got E over here. Donnie just goes in and just wipes this guy with his huge amount of axemen. He pulls back his forces. He should have kept push. Oh, he does. I think he does keep pushing. Actually, I don't know. Alright, so yeah, Donnie just goes ahead, takes out Eat with his axemen, swarms him, and even, wow, Eat has a lot of galleys and siege ships. I don't know why he, I mean, I guess it's for this. Anyway, back to me, there's just nothing much going on. We spent a lot of time just like waiting. Even despite the fact that I get to medieval or industrial first, I don't remember what happened. Oh, what happens? Okay, I tried to attack him. Oh yeah, it was the longbowmen. Okay, so the longbowmen just fucking... There were just so many longbowmen and the catapults especially. I just let my units die because I was trying to get, you know, soldiers up faster. Oh yeah, and there's Simon. And so Donnie just takes out both Simon and Gook at the same time. He splits his forces and defeats them, thus leaving Donnie the undisputed champion of the North. So anyway, all my archers died, which I was okay with because I was getting soldiers. I was trying to, you know, save population, but it was still a bad idea of doing that. I should have put more houses, got the population. He then, Acidor then goes ahead and, you know, tries to take out this. I try to take my catapults and try to attack him, but this one tower is blocking my path. So, and I was like, oh, really? Acidor makes it to Great Britain. Again, I should have had him right here, but the longbowmen are so powerful, and I think they were upgraded too. I can't see anymore, but I'm pretty sure they were upgraded. And see, when he realized they have soldiers, he immediately pulls back. I tried pushing, but I had a lot of problems. I didn't have any form of artillery. He also, oh yeah, the bombardier ships. The bombardier ships were incredibly annoying for me. So I tried massing up my soldiers, getting them ready, but these bombardier ships were just so annoying, and I spent so much time trying to take out these bombardier ships. They weren't doing much, but they were constantly harassing my units and wounding them. So I just had death size and immediately try to take them out. Meanwhile, Donnie's over here living it up. Donnie spends a lot of time in medieval. Oh, Fister goes to Japan. Look what Fister's doing. Oh my gosh. Look at all these balloons here. I don't know why he has so many balloons. But Fister doesn't utilize his capabilities at all. So we're moving in. It's almost been an hour, and I'm so focused trying to take out these bombardier ships that I don't like. I'm wasting all my time trying to take out bombardier ships that I wasn't doing. Oh, but Donnie. Okay, so Donnie comes in for the rescue. Ironically, sort of, not really. He has a bunch of chariots and goes straight for Acidor, but they all just get butchered. Comes with his remaining men. Does a little bit of damage, not too much. Kind of a pitiful attack. Meanwhile, I also come in with the Red Devils. I start massing my Red Devils up, and my plan is to mass them up and then go in straight for the cavalry charge right here. Again, doesn't work. I again pull back my soldiers. There are a lot of things I should have done and stuff. Oh yeah, right here. Okay, so I ended up hurting on resources a lot towards this point because I needed more metal. I'm sorry, I'm not hurting on resources right now. But I started sending my troops. I didn't have enough troops inside or resources in here, so I ended up have to come out here. Meanwhile, I also attacked Donnie, which was a stupid decision on my part. And the reason I attacked Donnie because I thought I would deal with a two-front war, and I was scared that, you know, Donnie will eventually realize, okay, this guy is, you know, too strong, he's going to attack me, so I need to wound Donnie enough to prevent him from attacking me. I immediately go after the docks, go after everything else, you know, try to do as much damage as possible. This was a bad decision. I should have left Donnie alone. I should never have gone for the docks either, especially not for the docks. Right here, you know, my soldiers get stuck because I was trying to aim for the bombardier ships, but, you know, I was able to get them up. He also has some light gunners, and when I realized he had light gunners, I realized that, okay, I need to swap my strategies violently. Because light machine gunners versus Russia, yeah, there's no contest. Light machine gunners would win all the time. But I didn't know because of that he wouldn't have any armaments until IR2. Besides the rhombus, which the rhombus isn't that tough. So I immediately start building factories, like tons and tons of factories. Because my plan was just spam IS2s and soldiers, But I ended up having such a hard time in this with freaking Asador because of these bombardier ships. And my god, the death size were good, but they were good at keeping them away. But they were like the death sites were just, there was far more bombardier ships than there were death sites. And I couldn't like take them all out. I constantly push. Oh yeah, right here. This is what I mean. Donnie had actually attacked me, but I immediately just disposed of it. It was a minor force, and he killed a few workers, not too many. I had my Cossack, or I'm sorry, not my Cossack, my Red Devils here, so I wasn't too worried. Minor force, and it was the last time he attacked me too, so. Comes in. He says LOL. I don't know what the hell he was. Oh yeah, right here. I think he was over here. I don't know what he was saying LOL about. But I immediately come in with my Red Devils. I tried to take out some of his tractors, which does help a little bit. I took out like two, I think. Or no, I took out one. Tried to sweep in the sides. He has tank rhombuses. And again, I'm struggling over here. These bombardier ships were merciless. Kept taking out my death scythes. And finally, I destroyed them. More Red Devils came. I immediately, started, harassing his supply lines. Went straight for his farms. Taking out the tractors. Workers. Look at that. Amazing. Amazing progress. I just basically wiped his food. With the exception of these fishing boats. Oh yeah, also okay. So because he had so many machine gunners, I ended up using the flamethrower tanks, which were super effective in this fight. The flamethrower tanks were amazing in this fight. Unfortunately, because he had tank rhombuses and I had sent in my flamethrower tanks without support, they were ineffective most of the time, but however the flamethrower tanks were amazing at dealing with those light machine gunners and longbowmen that he still had. Again, like this, it was like doing absolutely nothing. Oh. Okay, so real quick, this is what happened. Okay, I'm actually gonna pause the video. Fister had no defenses along this coast. And Donnie just came in with tons of bombardier ships, as you can see, and just blew his TC. Now look at Fester's base layout. It is absolutely amazing. Everything about it is amazing. He had three. Look at how decorated it was. Like he was so focused on decoration. It was so focused on decoration. I'm like, whoa. Meanwhile, our base is like freaking look at Donnie's base, my base, then his and Asador's base. Asador tried to get bombers, which did help him a little bit. The bombers actually did do quite a bit of work. However, I immediately started using the half tracks, or the trunkas, or the tunkas. I don't know. I immediately started using those when I started using the bombers. And the bombers, again, at that point, were kind of useless to him. Asador also tries to get some seaports up. And I'm gonna tell you right now, what the hell is up with these seaports? These seaforts? Like, seriously, these seaforts are freaking tanks. Like, miniature tank. Like, I guess they're called seaforts for a reason, but still. He tries to get a dreadnought. I immediately just went straight for it, destroyed it, which is a huge waste of resources. Which was like when I took it out that easily, I was like, yes, thank you. And then here comes Donnie to the rescue. He goes in, and just bombards Asador's base. trying to take him out immediately. It doesn't work, unfortunately. Donnie, this attack doesn't work. He should have gone straight for like these other areas, but oh well. I said in Cossack. I'm sorry, not Cossack. I keep saying Cossacks. Red Devils, flamethrower tanks. He just had so many like these tank Romuses, and unfortunately, I didn't have. I think I just got the grenade upgrade too. Yeah, I just got the grenade upgrade. I was getting some machine gunners, etc. The light bombers were devastating at first, but not for long, luckily. A good thing he didn't have any holy foxes too. Those holy foxes, yeah, it would have been basically game over. Holy foxes are incredibly powerful. But I got some T-34s. I should have got some IS-2s. I feel like those would have dealt a lot better with these tank rhombuses. He also gets howitzers, mortars. These mortars do freaking work. Unfortunately, I didn't have mortars, so I was kind of boned. Okay, this is what I mean right here. I had these death sites focused on a single C4 for so long, but they just like they wasn't doing any damage. I was like, what the hell? Look, what is that? Why can't second death sites do anything to C4s? It was doing basically dick all to that C4. I realized that, you know, these C4s aren't going anywhere soon, so I was like, you know what, and there's a torpedo pool here. I'm like, you know what, let's leave the C4 here to its own devices. I ended up getting some trying to get battleships to see if maybe they can do something against the C4s, you know, just do some damage, destroy them or something. Doesn't do what I wanted. Also I ended up using my soldiers way, like, not good at all, because I had to get up close and personal in order to throw the grenades, but I just hate dealing, like, those grenades, man. They just really, like, you have to get really close, and you need a lot of soldiers to get close in the first place. And he gets more bombers. But luckily I get my anti-aircraft mostly up. And you see he's pushing really hard. But luckily Donnie comes to the rescue with more bombardier ships. And plus I was also spamming troops out like no tomorrow. I know I pick up my act somewhere, and it's along with the Red Devils, which is where I pick up my act. Right here is when I pick up my act. So I immediately just start running, like actually using the grenades that my soldiers have. Again, most of these are partisans, so I wasn't too worried, but you know, I get my Red Devils here. I start picking up my act a little bit more. I end up producing way more factories. As you can see, I get way more factories, way more barracks, way more tanks. Right here, I am, you know, utilizing my soldiers effectively. Right here. Boom. I use my Red Devils to immediately go for those mortars that were devastating my lines. Just destroyed so many of them. I didn't destroy all of them, but then Donnie comes to the rescue. and attacks the port, or attacks his port, his sea, with more bombardier ships. And this was what really saved me. Donny really does save me, like, a lot. I get more T-34s in. You know, Asteroid gets lots of bombers trying to take out these bombardier ships, which does help a lot. But then at this point is when it's a major turning point too. I just spam out units and just went straight for and start, you know, taking out his weaker unit, his weaker tanks. I see he has tank destroyers. I get more death sights, more everything. He has, you know, more. He has another dreadnought. For Christ's sake, this would really piss me off. Again, I get really close, right there, boom. This tank destroyer, it's gone. You know, I like, it doesn't matter how many soldiers I have to sacrifice. If I can sacrifice what, like 30 soldiers for one tank destroyer, I'm winning. Because tank destroyers are expensive. Actually, DonnyDoesMMO coming into the rescue again with fishing trawlers along the coastline. Bombardier ships on the side, forcing Asador's attention. Let's swap over to Asador. He doesn't produce a Marlboro tank. Interesting. Tank destroyer, 500 food, and yeah, definitely. Look at this, 500, 800, and 120, and 1200. Yeah, that is that's devastating. Doesn't matter how many soldiers I lose. Taking out some those tank destroyers would have been amazing. Again, mass. Oh yeah, right here gets a little bit stuck, but again, mass charge in. I try to, you know, get my Red Devils to try to run past them, but like there were so many turrets that it wasn't working. So I just used them as a form of shock troop, trying to like draw his attention. These T-34s though. These T-34s right here, I sent them straight into his base. And it really helped. Look at this. Bombardier ships coming in. Donny over here saving my ass. I should have... Okay, Donny was really hurting for resources, actually. Or, not Donny. Asador, actually. Let me check. I know he's not actually. He's not hurting for resources, but he's running quite low on it. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. No. Yeah. All his economy is basically wiped. He doesn't have any more of these like resource nodes. I had to come out here to gather some. He's just taking you a long time to win a 2v1. I just respond with woof. Because as you can tell, Asador is really salty about, you know, getting 2v1 with these. We got Donny's bombardier ships over here. Also get some. Oh yeah, I also get a lot of bombers. Try to take out. I forgot which part. I forgot what I used the bombers for. Oh yeah. I remember now. Okay, so this was my plan before Donny actually showed up. My plan was to take the bombers, take out these ports, then build a bunch of battleships, and then coming from the side. That was my plan before Donny showed up. And so I was basically planning just to keep pushing, letting as many soldiers die as need be, in order to achieve victory, in order to eventually get my battleships up. Because eventually they wouldn't have gotten up. I didn't care how many soldiers, my troops needed to die. the proper Russian way of thinking. I didn't care. You don't care how many of your soldiers die just as long as you achieve victory. That's the proper Russian way, isn't it? Right here, yep, Asador loses. He gives up. Or no, he doesn't give up. He's TC just gets bombarded with bombardier ships. Now, as soon as he loses, okay, I'm gonna say this real quick. I'm gonna look over here real quick. So I had actually planned to betray Donny, like, right now. In the middle of while he's attacking. And the reason was... because I knew that as soon as... because I knew Asador was basically dead. And all it takes is, one final push. And I was going to, my main force would come here, and then my secondary force would be ready here. And as you see, I had already positioned my troops, here, and it built a massive, area right here. But it looks like he also managed to think, he thought the same thing too. It's because he sent in a bunch of cavalry. Now the cavalry just get wiped almost immediately, as you see. Yeah, I sent in my Red Devils. I sent in my T-34s. I sent in all my forces. Just spammed out units. Sent them all. Sent everything that remains to the left. I don't know what he was planning to do with these cavalry. He just kind of sent them to their deaths. He sent small groups of them, and they all just, as you see, none of them made it. Actually, I'm just realizing over here, this death size got a torpedo boat, flamethrower tank. Oh yeah, so these units actually got distracted over here. This is ironic. Actually, I want to see this. Okay, this doesn't do too much damage. Flamethrower tanks do not do damage to... Oh wow, he's actually sinking his own ship. Alright. Anyway, I sent my T-34s here. There are some units here which my T-34s took out just in case they got in the way. I didn't think they would get in the way, but just in case. Because oh yeah, the main reason was because of my ships, my trawlers, because one of them had actually sunk over here gathering fish. So I took out these units. And then I sent in my remaining unit. I sent in all my remaining units over here. As you see, a lot of Donny's ships just got sunk. A lot of his bombardiers got sunk here. I came in. His cavalry just was doing some work, but like cavalry are no match for T-34s because they have way more armor. Versus cavalry, which has does no damage to armor. So my T-34s and flamethrower tanks just came in and just finished them, we're just having fun. I just let them go loose over here. I didn't care about what Donny could do, because there was nothing he could have done. Oh yeah, right here. He says, "Well played. Thank you for the help." Said, "No problem. I see you're making a strategy video with farms." This is Ellen now, just trying to please the chat. So I don't know what he was doing, but I'm guessing this whole thing was something over chat. And look at the Donny's such a cool, me and Donny were just having fun little banter. It was really fun. I just meeting Donny here. Donny, I love if you watch this video and you made it to this point of the game. Or this point of the video, I do enjoy your videos. They're fun to watch. Let me actually lower the volume. But yeah, this has been the video with Donny where he saved where Donny actually saves me against Asador, who almost fully just I went straight for my TC. He only made it to this point, luckily, but in the end, Donny was the real MVP of this match. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and I will see you all next time.